Are you ready?
Good Sunday afternoon and welcome to the Huddle on Fox 2, brought to you by 956sports.com and powered by our friends at McDonald's. My name is Tony Forina, thanking you so much for making us part of your day, and let's get your weekly recap of the Valley High School football universe started with what's happened in the past 72 hours. First, Friday night action. The Hidalgo Pirates were taking on the Mercedes Tigers, and Hidalgo would get on the board early with a trick play. How about this pass from the Pirates' Michael Alvarez to Silver Gutierrez? That would put them up 7-0. Matthew Guzman had a total of 118 yards on the week and had 2 touchdowns. This one would put Mercedes on the board. Gilbert Vela would score again from 11 yards out, and that would seal the Tigers' victory 20-16 over the Pirates. 2 losses on the week for the Hidalgo Pirates, not only on the field, but the loss of freshman quarterback Shea Patterson, out a projected 6 weeks with a broken left hand, his non-throwing hand. Dr. Greg Selber joining us here. Doc, any thoughts on this?
Well, it's a difficult time for the Pirates of Hidalgo, but we're going to see if the character that Scott Ford has been building in them since the beginning will come through. They're up against it, but I wouldn't count them out yet.
No doubt. We'll see if they are built Ford tough. And our other action across the Rio Grande Valley, the Los Fresnos Falcons got together with the PSJA Bears. First quarter action saw Joey Garza return a fumble, 41 yards, that would put the Bears up early, 7-3. Now the Falcons, they answered right here on a 1-yard run. Great run by the Falcons. Looking at that defense for the Bears, they may have to work on that. Standout running back DeAndre Henry had a nice game for the Bears, but it was the Falcons' John Michael Rosales, 241 yards passing on the night, that led the Falcons to a 31-28 victory over the PSJA Bears. Other action across the Rio Grande Valley saw the battle of the highs. Edinburgh High and Mac High got together. 26-14 Bulldogs when they add to their lead on this Ricky Rodriguez score. He had 125 yards running on the night. The Bulldogs now 2-0, winning 34-14. Doc?
Well, I'm impressed with the sophomores they got over there. You know, they got Ricky Rodriguez and Fred Hover. I think that you know, if they keep getting better like they are every week, Mac High is going to be tough to deal with.
That's been a point of discussion that you've had all season long. The great mix that they have between the youth and the veterans of this Mac High Bulldog team.
Yeah, I wouldn't sleep on Mac High. They're looking good.
Another game around the Rio Grande Valley saw the Ed Couch Elsa Yellow Jackets, La Máquina, coming off a big 5-0 win over the Westlaco Panthers. How would they do against the PSA North Raiders? They themselves trying to bounce back from a loss at the Donna Redskins. Noé Gonzalez would hook up with Isaías Martinez, making it 7-0 Ed Couch Elsa. Later, Edgar Escaname scores on for the Raiders. The Raiders would take the victory 28-14 Raiders over Ed Couch Elsa.
I was at the ball game. I was impressed the way the Jackets hung in there, even though they've had some injuries. PSA North needed that win. They got it. Nice atmosphere, lots of hits. I always like to see 2 traditional powers get together.
And that is surely what happened, especially on the hidden side with PSA North and Ed Couch Elsa. La Jolla Palmview took on the Mission Veterans Memorial's Patriots. La Jolla Palmview coming up with a big 41-29 victory over the Vets. Do the Vets have anything to worry about yet?
No, because they led that ball game 29-28. They had some good efforts. They had a breakdown late, but no, I think they're right in the race in 4A. I really do.
This was a big matchup that everybody seemed to look forward to. The Donna Redskins and the Westlaco Panthers. 3 weeks before the season started, the Beat Westlaco shirts made their way around Donna. Would that happen? Yes, it did. The Donna Redskins went in and they took on the Westlaco Panthers, doubled them up 28-14, Redskins over the Panthers.
Impressive part about that game, guys, is that Donna was down early 14-0. They just kept their cool, they played football, and they took the win. That's a nice character builder. You can refer to that all season. Remember what we did against Westlaco types.
And San Benito's Bobby Morrow Stadium was the site for the Battle of the Arroyo, in which the Harlingen Cardinals, surprised by a lot of people, not faring as well as everybody thought they would do, was taking on the surprising San Benito team, who's put up some great defensive numbers, to say the least.
You know, that is a great defense. They've got 8 returning starters. Nathan Mireles was the guy who had the big game for them, had the couple interceptions. Harlingen's got some work to do, but they're going to be there. I guarantee you that's a program with more pride, 100 years worth of football. They're going to do what they need to do to get better. And so I expect to see them really turn it on the next couple of weeks. As for San Benito, mission accomplished so far. 2 tough games. They got 2 wins. they're our #1 team.
Manny Gomez has been shouting believe or leave. Are you believing or are you leaving?
No, man, I ain't going nowhere because that group is too good. And it's only a matter of time before they explode on somebody, and it's going to be ugly.
San Benito picks up a big 7-3 victory over the Harlingen Cardinals in the Battle of the Arroyo. And Thursday night's action saw an interesting matchup. The Brownsville Pace Vikings played host to McAllen Nicky Rowe Warriors. Nicky Rowe had been struggling, to say the least, went in and hung 85 on the Pace Vikings. 85-0, your final score. Coach Paul Reyes and his staff have come under a lot of pressure. People claiming that they ran up the score. We'll find out with our United States Air Force Air Assault Play of the Game by Javi Obregon. Is it possible that you can run up the score in Valley High School football?
Well, I suppose it is, but why wouldn't you try to compete at the highest level possible? If I'm a second-team guy, I want to play. If I'm a running back, I'm going to run. You don't want it to happen, but at the same time, 16, 17-year-old kids are going to play hard. I wouldn't fall down on the ball. I mean, it wasn't like they were throwing bombs. I think it's probably a little exaggerated. And on the other hand, I feel for Pace, and nobody wants to get beat that bad. Their day will come, man. They're gonna be better. They're gonna improve. Coach Dean and them. They just got to put that behind them and play. Keep playing.
That's what happens when you add another school to the mix and your schools are divided like that. Gene Garza is going to break down Javi Obregon's performance and our United States Air Force Air Assault of the Game.